Yo guys, Neb here, and for this video I've put together 15 of the best tips of chapter 3 so you guys can prepare for duos and become absolutely insane and dominate when tournaments start. So guys, just before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you for 900 subscribers. We're really close to 1k, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and get me to that milestone. And yeah, let's get into it. So for tip number 1, I'm just going to be saying that, at the start of the season, everyone's grinding to champs. Use this time to play with your duo and get arena points in the duo game mode. With the first duo cash cup starting in January, you're going to want to get the biggest advantage and a head start in learning the meta and getting used to playing with your duo in the new chapter. Another really simple tip is that when you're finding your duo, just judge off of how the vibes are. Obviously, they need to be near your skill level, but if they're not completely up to date with everything, then it's not too bad. As long as the vibes are good and you enjoy playing with them, that's all that matters, as you've got the whole of 2022 to improve with them and fix up all your mistakes. One big mistake I always see is in team game modes, it's quite often that people get a bit too friendly with each other. When finding your duo and practicing with your duo, make sure there's a fine line between when you're just chilling out and just practicing and just talking to each other, and when you're competing and playing seriously. And the main reason behind this is when people are more friendly with each other, they lose respect, they listen less, and honestly, they just don't take the game as seriously. So, now onto the in-game stuff. With the season spray meta, with your duo, you're going to need to get clear comms. From my experiences of playing stat games in this season, the games are really chaotic with everyone spraying around, and clear comms will just make it that bit easier to stay aware of everything and keep calm in the situation. Now for tip 5, all the IGLs out there, when you're tarping, you need to be making a clear tarp that doesn't create an edit course for your teammate. As you should be aware, server lag in endgame has not been fixed yet. It's still super laggy in endgame, so when people are trying to edit, it slows the endgame down and makes it more likely for people to get boxed and lasered down with the SMG, so just don't do it. With the current meta, finishing fights fast is absolutely vital for your game so you can spend more time looting and getting positioning. The main goal in duo should be to corner opponents and find different angles from getting walls weak and tricking them into where you're going to go. Try to practice forming reflections with your duo where, say you're on one wall, your duo will be on the opposite side spraying and pinching the player. For tip number 7, linking with a tip from earlier in the video, it's going to be linked with just getting that advantage with practice early on in the season where you're getting ahead of the meta. And the number 1 best way to do this is by playing tournaments on War Legends. All you have to do is download the client and make an account, and it will automatically track your games in the tournament, and you can even win money alongside it. The type of games seem to be similar to the ones in Cash Cups, making them really realistic and good practice for you guys going into the season. And obviously that was not sponsored. For tip number 8, it's something I've done every season, and I just really recommend making sure you have a Discord server with all your improvements, things you need to work on, tournament placements, so you can track your progress, and overall this just motivates you to improve a little bit more, and it also helps schedule your practice. Some big red flags you need to look out for when finding your duo is a passive mentality where they don't really care how you do in your games and whether you're improving or not. Your duo also needs to be able to take criticism and be able to pick out their mistakes and improve on them. Also, they just need to want to improve. If they don't want to improve, then just drop them, let's be honest. Now, for the 10th and final tip, make sure you guys just understand that you've got a lot of time to find the perfect duo for you. Don't join calls with people you're trying out and just judge them off of one thing and leave. Try them out, just look at all aspects of them and maybe they'll be better than they seem.